We can start.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Nice to see you all again via Zoom, at least until we're all together again in person. Want to start by welcoming Charlie Flock, our new member. Thank you for joining us. We're looking forward to having you, and it's nice to have a full complement of ZBA members now, so that's terrific. So welcome.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
Thank you. So I think I'm going to start by making a motion to approve the minutes of last month, June 23rd, 2020. The minutes have been distributed. People have had some comments and they look great. Thank you very much to Rosemary for doing them for us. So I'll make
My pleasure.
to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, John. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? No, terrific. Thank you. So it looks like we just have one motion on for tonight. Is that right?
Yes.
Just one. Great. So is
And-
anyone here to appear on that?
Yes, so I'm gonna talk. There we go.
Oh, John Malone. How are you, John?
Hello, guys.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. I apologize for the weird halo.
Is
If I,
that on purpose? I don't
if I
know.
turn the light off, then I look creepy
Trying to
like a
influence
vampire.
us.
And then if I turn the light on, I get a halo. So it's like guardrail to guardrail here. Yeah, so we have one thing to request today. It's an extension. We were in front of you, I believe, last month, or potentially that might have been last month or 2 months with other projects for extensions, and
Yep.
we did not include this in that request specifically because we wanted to make sure that we understood exactly how the project was going to move forward and that everything was aligned to move the project forward, because we just wanted to be able to express that to you. We have a GC ready to go, and we have we have everything in place to move that project forward in terms of financing and stuff like that. So the request that we're making for the extension, we believe we will get a shovel in the ground before October 25th, which would be the typical extension that you guys are comfortable with, the 1-year extension. So the reason for the delay, just briefly, we had an issue with stormwater that we went back to the Zoning Board of Appeals to add some additional underground piping for moving stormwater from the driveway. That took a couple months to.
You mean the planning board, or wasn't the ZBA?
Yes, I'm sorry, the planning board. Yes, we went to the planning board to add a little bit of stormwater scope to the project. It's all underground stormwater. And then after that, we had some bidding problems where we were trying to get the project into budget, and then coronavirus sort of hit right as we were moving forward with that in March. So it was a series of delays that led us to where we are right now. There isn't any change to what we're proposing. We're just simply asking for the variances. I don't know, when we ask for we're asking for extensions here. Is that the right thing to be asking for? I mean, I don't.
Yeah, an extension.
When did we grant it, John?
It's October 18 at the October meeting in 2018.
Okay.
So when would we be, are these the request to extend it till October of 2020 or?
When we last met, we would love to have an extension that's longer, but when we last met, you guys were more, I guess it had been standard practice to extend it for 1 year, which would give us to October of this year. If it would be okay to extend it further, that would be helpful, but we think we have stuff in order to move forward. So
I'm not sure if we're empowered to extend more than a year, are we? Does anybody know about that? Artie, do you know?
Unmute myself. I don't think we are, but looking at it from a different point of view, isn't this a premature application? I mean, this is July, August, September, October. right? So you're asking today for an extension for a year for a period of time that, again, your application's not up yet. You're right, you can build through October. You said, when's the
Well, no,
one year?
it was October 2018, wasn't it?
It was October 2018, so and you have a year to put a shovel in the ground from that. So if you extended it a year, that would put the target at October of this year.
Wait, we approved it October 18?
Yeah.
2018. You
Right,
had until October 2019 to do the work?
yes,
To put a
So
shovel in
this
the
is-
ground. Right.
Right, well, to start the work, obviously.
right,
Right.
not to complete it.
And you did not, correct?
Yeah, we were about to do that, and we had a snag with the with this additional stormwater and went back to planning board as part of it.
So isn't this really, not? I don't really think it's an extension. Shouldn't this really be treated as a new application? I don't know if it changes anything because you did the notice.
Yeah, there's no change. So I just don't know what to term it in terms of what, like, again, if you want to treat it like we did the last two and it was an extension, that's fine. We think we can hit that deadline. If you want to treat it differently, we're fine either way.
I think the time to extend for an additional year has expired. I mean, that's just my opinion. I think it should be treated, if we're going to approve it or whatever we do, to as a new application. But again, it's the same notice, it's the same plans. I don't think there's anything different.
Right.
And that's up to the chairperson, obviously, but I don't think we should term this as an extension, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a distinction without a difference, but
Right,
I
right.
do think it's probably a new application in the sense that I don't think we can extend something this far out. In fact, that really just works to your benefit because it gives you a year from now to get the shovel in the ground.
Right. That would be good.
I don't have a problem with that. Does anybody else have a problem with that?
No, I think, as you just suggested, it would really give you till July of 2021.
Right.
There's no difference in what we had approved before. Is that correct?
No, there's no
Is
change.
there any change in the neighborhood since then that would affect any decision?
No, there's no additional building around it or any different, modifications at the aqueduct or any other, no, there's no change really.
The neighbors have all been notified again, right?
Yes, they have.
And as you said, when you went before the planning board, it was purely stuff that was underground. So that doesn't affect this application at all, right?
No. Yeah, it's underground piping. So,
Does anybody have any questions for John or for the applicants? I mean, if there's no difference other than you weren't able to get going, obviously, the world's a little chaotic right now, so I think we can all understand that. My inclination would be to treat this as a new application to give you a year, to give you until July 2021 to get a shovel in the ground. I'd like to say there's no extensions after that, but given what's going on, I don't know what's going on. So do your best to get the shovel in the ground. And if we have to see you next year, we'll see you next year. And that's the application that I will make to grant that. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Excellent. We're going to go by my screen. So Judd,
I agree.
Artie,
Yes.
Charlie,
I agree.
John,
I agree.
Ken,
Yes.
Rosemary.
Yes.
All righty. So you've got a year and thank you very much. That was easy.
Thank you, guys. Thanks. Have a good rest of the night.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The,
Okay.
the halo works.
There
Oh,
you go.
yeah, right.
Good for you. You
Yeah.
got better than you thought.
Wings. All right. See you guys later. Thank you.
All right. Thanks,
Bye.
John.
Thank you.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Sorry, Charlie, it's not always this easy, but you got lucky.
Take the wins where I can,
Charlie, quick question. I know I think you're not a member of Ardsley. In fact, I thought you were moving, but if are you interested in playing tennis sometime?
We're live. You know that we're live, John, right?
We're using the
John, I actually am having leg problems. I just got a cortisone shot in my hip, so I'm not up to playing tennis.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you're okay.
I hope so too. It's
Yeah.
it's a little interesting navigating, everything when everything's shut down. So
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. Okay, well, let me know when you feel up to it.
Okay, great.
Sarah, does it look like we're going to have an August meeting?
Yes, there is.
What do you mean? What do you, we traditionally don't have one in August.
Just
Well,
because,
we usually have to go somewhere
That's true.
other than our own.
no, we actually have, if I'm remembering correctly, 4 applications.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
I wanted to wait until tonight's meeting to see how this application went before sending out the new agenda. So I will
Right.
send that out by the end of the week to you.
Okay.
I believe I have the submissions uploaded, or if I don't, they will be uploaded shortly.
Well,
I
I'm
was-
up for it. Is everybody else more or less up for an August meeting?
I'm good.
Yeah, we'll be somewhere.
Sure.
Right. You can be anywhere you want, Artie.
That's right.
As long as you have an internet connection.
Unless I can find someplace where I can't do the internet.
You're right. Okay, good.
And I'm looking.
All right. Well, it'll be more interesting next time then, if there's 4. That's great.
Well, I received a notice in the mail, so I know one of
Okay. So
That was
you're
on my
out for
screen.
1.
Yeah.
the one.
All right. Well, great. Thank you all very much. This was easy, but it was nice to see everybody.
Same here.
Yeah.
And I'll
here.
see you in August.
All right.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Come on.
Take care of it.
Thanks, everybody.
Great.
Good night.
Thanks very much.
Good night.
Night, everybody.
Night.